Bryan Charnley was born on September 20, 1949, in Stockton-on-Tees in the United Kingdom, and grew up in London. When Bryan was around 17, he ended up having a nervous breakdown, but continued to go to school in Leicester School of Art. Later on, when he was around 19, he had another more severe breakdown while attending the Central School of Art and Design in Holborn, London. This led him to be diagnosed with acute schizophrenia, and he stopped attending school altogether in 1969. What is schizophrenia? There are many different types of schizophrenia. Bryan was diagnosed specifically with acute schizophrenia, and later on diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. However, paranoid schizophrenia is no longer a valid diagnosis and was considered outdated by the American Psychiatrist Association (APA) in 2013. Paranoia is a very common symptom in schizophrenia patients, which is why it's considered a subtype rather than a specific diagnosis. Symptoms can include, but are not limited to, hallucinations, delusions, incoherent speech, disorganized actions, and even anosognosia. Bryan's early art mostly consisted of large floral paintings. It wasn't until later on where his art was more based on his inner life dealing with schizophrenia. 4 of his paintings were purchased by Bethlehem Royal Hospital in 1984, and in 1990, 2 of his paintings were exhibited in the Royal School of Art in London. Bryan felt as though his mental illness was outweighing the little fame he received, leading to his final 17 portraits known as the Self-Portrait Series. Bryan started this series in order to document how lowering his medication dosages would affect his brain and how his art would interpret it. He would continue to paint self-portraits consistently throughout April 11th to July 19th, 1991, right up until he unfortunately took his own life. This is Bryan's first painting of the series. He lowered his dosage to 6 milligrams of Dipixel and 50 milligrams of Triptysol, as said in his diary entry. He finished this painting in 2 different settings due to his medication making him sleep a lot. In his 3rd and 4th paintings, you can see there is much less detail than the first 2. This is due to him lowering the dosage of Dipixel, which strengthens focus and concentration. Further on in the series, you can clearly see Bryan succumbing to his schizophrenia. In paintings 5 and 6, Bryan expresses his struggle with not being able to smoke due to a spiritual feeling that something would happen if he did. These paintings also show his struggle without his medication and how he has hardly any energy at all. In paintings 7 and 8, he expresses how he feels as though everyone is out to get him and how he feels like a target. 9 and 10 show mouths instead of brains. This indicates how his mind and thoughts act as if they are their own. He also talks about how tired he is of explaining his paintings, and how he wishes people would be able to understand the symbolism in them. Paintings 11 through 15 show how badly Bryan's mental health is getting. In his diary entries, he talks about how confusing it all is, and how his schizophrenia is consuming him. In the last 2 paintings, there is no commentary nor diary entry. Painting 17 was found still on the easel, and Bryan had tragically taken his own life on July 19, 1991, before ever finishing it. Following Bryan's death, his final self-portrait series was exhibited in the National Portrait Gallery in 1992. The paintings are now at the Prince of Wales International Centre for Sane Research in Oxford. Bryan's art is now spreading awareness of mental health. He may not have gotten the fame he wanted when he was alive, but he has it now.